today. Welcome to my studio. Today I want to give you a little tour of my studio, and some people have asked me how do I organize my stuff and how do I have my setup, right? First of all, let me tell you that I am so lucky that I can use one of the bedrooms in my house to really have it as my own studio. This was before my stepdaughter bedroom, and then when she left the house, so this bedroom was empty. So well, I took it over. So and then she came back and she didn't have a room anymore. So I'm sorry, babe. But I love my room. I really absolutely love it. First thing that I did was that took out the carpet and put some flooring. I put up a flooring that is affordable, but the most important thing for me was that I could clean it easily. Because what happens is that you are normally painting, right? And sometimes like splatter, or you are moving your paints to dry, and then there are drops here, etc. So something that could be really easy to maintain and easy to clean. Another thing that I do is like I organize my paints, I organize my colors. As you can see here, I have here pre-mixed paints. Here, these are paints that I have already mixed for bloom technique. These are like pillow paints and all this stuff, plus something that I am enjoying lately, that is gag magic, that I absolutely love that technique, and the pearl technique. Here I have a couple of brands also on premix paints. Here I have some of my favorite paintings. Here I have also prepared already colors for my pearl technique. So all of these are already mixed. These are my pigments, the piggies that they are called. These are sold by Fluid Art Co. I love them. Those are pigments that I already pre-mixed those, have them ready to use in these little containers. And then I have here like metallic colors, some other of my paintings. And then I have there, all of this is also pre-mixed. Not pre-mixed, I mix them for the Dutch pour technique or the blow technique, and those are pre-mixed paints. So as you can see, I also have here like some little, I bought a set of these little Liquitex colors. There was like 48 different colors, and I love it because I use it to retouch. So instead of like wasting the time and trying to get the color, I already have some of the colors already here, so I can do some brush work. So this is a table that is actually, there are a couple of those high desks, so then I love them because I can adjust them to, and I put two together, of course, with plastic to cover. Actually it has double plastic, but it's a regular table. I found it at Temu, I think, and it was pretty affordable. And that's what I have here. On the other side, I have in my walls, I have paints that those are kind of like my favorite ones. Of course, I already run out of space with canvases and everything painted. What I normally do is either sell it or donate it. Like I love donating my paints for charity so they can fundraise. And it's really cool to see like one of your paintings like being bid in order to get some money for some different charities. So that's my studio, that's what I do. In the closet I have like my canvases and some tools, etc. But I really love the way that it's organized, because it really lets me like come here and relax. I have my TV, sometimes I am listening some music. Sometimes I am like kind of listening to lessons or music or TV programs is difficult because I don't pay attention to them. Sometimes I am listening maybe to an interview or something and I'm having fun where I am painting. But this is my space, and I know that not everybody has the luxury to have an additional room in order to create their own space. And I started painting in my kitchen table and then moved to the dining room and then took over the dining room. Of course, my husband was not happy with that. But when I saw the opportunity that we had this room extra, she had left, and also our boys went to college, so we have an extra room for guests and for her now that she's back, etc. But having really this room for me is kind of like my space. It's like for me coming here and relaxing and disconnecting, and sometimes like listening to music and don't do anything. Some other is like painting. I don't need to create like a beautiful piece of art. For me, painting is relaxing, disconnecting, recharging, re-energizing, and create something nice. Not all the paints that I do are nice. You may have seen some of my reels or my videos. Some of them I scrap them. I mean, actually I have here that where it's like leftover of a bloom, or actually these are kind of like pillow paints that they are with different colors because I didn't like it. And what I did is I took a spatula and then I poured the paint back here, and that was it, right? So that's not everything has to be perfect. That's the beauty of fluid art, that it doesn't need to be perfect. I always joke that what I like about this is like a tree doesn't need to look like a tree. I don't need to really paint a tree. I can use colors and movement and flow and some tools. The other day I was playing with a comb, and then I move it around and I created this beauty and I like it. And another day I was painting with my Pearls paints, and I love the way that it looks. And some other time I saw an artist that painted first the background, let it dry, and then paint on top, and I loved it. I mean, I like experimenting. As you can see in my channel, I am not the type of artist that is like only blooms or only like the Dutch pour or only no, because I don't want to be a master of one thing. I really want to enjoy and have fun. I have had fun with my stepdaughter, I have had fun with my husband, I have had fun with my niece and my nephews, with kids, with colleagues, with my sister-in-law, with her spouse. I mean, we have had a lot of fun doing cool things, because that's the beauty of that. So I am inviting you to do the same. Even if you don't have a space like this, it doesn't matter. Do it in your kitchen table, do it in your dining table, do it in the patio. Wherever you have, it's like have fun and relax. Either this type of paint, either like a watercolor or like a pencil drawing. A friend of mine was teaching me Centangle that I like. It's like doodling and doing those little things. And I mean, you can do whatever you want. The important thing is that you take time for yourself to relax, to reconnect, to decompress, so you can be more productive and you can get more things done, no? What happened with a pilot, right? Like an airplane pilot. They cannot work. It's forbidden for them to work more than a certain number of hours, because they need to really rest, they need to relax, they need to have their brain totally clear, so in case of an emergency they can make a good decision and they can save people's lives, right? So why we are like running like crazy all over without really taking time for ourselves? So I invite you to my channel, subscribe, come and have fun with me here and enjoy doing something fun. And if it doesn't work, we get a container and we put it back and that's it. Or we let it dry and later on we can create some beautiful pieces of jewelry with the dry skins on the leftovers of the paint. So we can do a lot of stuff, really cool stuff, and I invite you to join me and to have fun together, okay? So hope you like my studio, hope you have gotten some ideas. I have found these different things in different places, some of them in Amazon, some of them I bought it at Container Store, some of them were from IKEA. I mean, when I find something that I say, that can help me to organize my paints or to set up something in my studio, that's what I do. So hopefully it gives you good ideas, and hopefully you can join me for another episode and for another painting and have fun together. Okay? See you next time. Bye!